Excited. If you downloaded a flashlight app, a gallery cleaner, or a casual game from the Google Play Store in the last few months, your phone might already be compromised. And not the kind of compromised where you delete the app and move on. The kind where even a factory reset won't remove it. McAfee's security research team just published their findings on a rootkit called NoVoice. It was distributed through more than 50 apps on the Google Play Store. Apps that looked completely normal, had decent reviews, and passed Google's security screening. Excited. 2.3 million devices downloaded these apps. And for a significant number of those phones, the malware has burrowed so deep into the operating system that a standard factory reset doesn't touch it. Pause. The primary target? WhatsApp. NoVoice clones your entire messaging session, your encryption keys, your signal protocol databases, everything needed to impersonate you on a different device, and your contacts would never know. This is one of the most sophisticated Android attacks McAfee has ever documented. Let me walk you through exactly how it works. The attack begins the way most Android malware does, through apps on the Google Play Store, but NoVoice is unusually patient about it. The apps themselves are functional. They actually do what they claim to do: clean your gallery, provide a flashlight, run a simple game. For the first few days after installation, there's no malicious behavior at all. The app passes Google Play Protect scans. It passes manual review. It behaves. Then, after a delay, typically 72 to 96 hours, the app downloads a second stage payload from a command and control server. This payload doesn't come through the Play Store update mechanism, so Google never sees it. It arrives as an encrypted blob that the app decrypts locally. Wank excited. This second stage is where it gets serious. NoVoice carries 22 different privilege escalation exploits. 22. That's not a typo. The malware probes the device to identify the exact Android version, kernel version, chipset, and GPU driver, then selects the right combination of exploits to gain root access. The exploits include use after free kernel bugs, Mali GPU driver vulnerabilities, and several undisclosed flaws in MediaTek and Qualcomm chipsets. McAfee identified at least 3 0 days in the chain that weren't publicly known before this disclosure. Once any one of these exploit chains succeeds, NoVoice has root, and that's when the real damage begins. Here's where NoVoice separates itself from garden variety Android malware. Most malware lives in the user partition, the part of your phone storage that gets wiped during a factory reset. NoVoice doesn't stay there. After gaining root, it modifies system libraries in the system partition, specifically libandroid_runtime.so and libmedia_umsterjni.so. These are core Android libraries that handle runtime operations and media processing. NoVoice replaces these libraries with hooked versions, modified copies that look and behave identically to the originals, except they contain backdoor code that activates on every boot. When your phone starts up, it loads these libraries before any of your apps, before any security software, before Google Play Protect even initializes. A factory reset wipes your apps, your data, your settings. It does not wipe the system partition. That partition is treated as read-only during normal operation and is only modified during official firmware updates from the manufacturer. So, when you factory reset your phone thinking you've cleaned it, the phone boots right back up with the rootkit still embedded in its core libraries. The only way to remove NoVoice after it's reached this stage is a full firmware reinstall, not a factory reset, not a wipe cache partition, a complete reflash of the device's firmware from the manufacturer's image. For most users, that's a process they've never done and wouldn't know how to do. Once NoVoice is persistent on the device, its primary mission is WhatsApp session cloning. Here's how WhatsApp security normally works. Your encryption keys are stored locally on your device. When you send a message, it's encrypted with your device's keys before it leaves your phone. Nobody in between, not WhatsApp, not Meta, not your carrier, can read it. This is end-to-end encryption, and it's the reason WhatsApp is used by journalists, activists, and anyone who needs secure communication. NoVoice breaks this model completely. Because it runs at the system level with root privileges, it can read WhatsApp's protected data directories, the same directories that are supposed to be sandboxed from other apps.